Oh, I've been waiting for this. That pesky Mercury is going forward for a change.
Finally, Mercury, the planet of communication, has resumed its forward motion in the sign of Virgo. And I thought, because it's been going on for 3 weeks, and I think people would like to see where they can wrap up business and go forward with it, because I think that's really important. For Libra, this is the time for Libra. It's been a time of taking a step back, trying to figure out what their new direction is going to be, who their new direction is going to be going with, and that all becomes clear to them over the next 2 weeks or so. And with the new moon on Friday, it indicates brand new starts now that they have a clear plan of action about what they want to do. Because the universe has to have, in order to manifest something, you have to have a clear thought form to give life to. For Scorpios, this is the time for them to take the help of their well-placed female friends and colleagues rather than male friends and colleagues, and take a group effort to bring the Scorpio what it is the Scorpio says that they want. So that's a very cool thing. For Sagittarians, it's in their 10th house of career and public standing. And there's been a lot of confusion about their professional direction, and things are going on in their companies and around them, and they haven't really been sure how this is going to impact them. Well, at least they find out one way or the other their professional fate, which has got to be good, because it's the not knowing that kills you. For Capricorns, it has to do with legal matters, educational matters, important matters at a distance. And Capricorn, if you are going to ask or to try and garner some kind of favor, make sure you do it with facts and figures to back you up. It's the details that will put you over the top in your request. For Aquarians, they need a really no-kidding state of the finance check. They have been operating under an illusion or even a delusion that they have more resources than they think that they do. And they need a really no-kidding state of the finance check to know exactly where they stand financially. For Pisces, 7th house of partners as well as open enemies. And Pisces have been yelled at by just about everybody has been yelling at them, pointing fingers at Pisces, saying it's you. And they get to finally sort out what the real allegations are and aren't, and also be able to work out some kind of plan for dealing with it. For Aries, it's in their 6th house of work, health, and responsibilities. Aries have been saying for a while, I want this new start. I've expanded what it is that I do. My sphere of influence is expanded. How can I make money doing it? And how can I make a living out of doing that? And that's what really comes clear to them over the next 2 or 3 weeks or so. For Tauruses, this is the best time for them. It is all about children and love, and the love principle, and enjoying children, and doing something that's very, very creative, and something that's very, very close to their heart. So it's a very gratifying time for Tauruses. That's going to lead to a boatload of work. So I'll save that for next month.
Yeah, right.
For Geminis, it's in their 4th house of home. And Geminis are always busy telling other people what they need to do, and they need to clean up their own home. There is something that comes to light over the next 2 weeks or so that changes things for Geminis in one way or the other. And I don't know that they should embrace it, because I don't think they're going to be happy with what is revealed. For Cancers, it is in their 3rd house of day-to-day living. So the pace of their life picks up to warp speed. And they have to be careful not to volunteer for too many things, because there are a whole bunch of things that are starting that are going to impact their day-to-day living. And they need to make sure that they don't bite off more than they can chew or agree to more, because, as you know, anything is easier to get into than it is to get out of. And then for Leos, it's about specific plans on making more money. They have put something together over the last year or so that can be a money-making venture for them, and everything is in place. They just need to literally put the pen in somebody else's hand and say, sign on the dotted line and give me and show me the money, which is what it's really about. And they've had some fits and starts, but everything is lean and ready to go for them now.
Good.
Which is a very cool thing, because it's
like
about
that.
making more money. And then for Virgos, it's about the Virgo. It's about the Virgo putting their wants and needs at the top of their list. And Virgos are impacted by somebody younger than one way or another. It's a more youthful vibration that the Virgo really needs to kind of embrace to avoid getting stodgy and stuck in kind of a rut. They've done a lot of expansion, but somebody young has got something to say to them, and they should really listen to it, because it's good news for them and good advice that they really should take. So that's tomorrow's news today. I am so happy that Mercury is finally direct. We are good to go for 90 days. So happy days are here again.
I like the sound of that. See you next week.
Always a pleasure.